You might be thinking, geez, Don, 2 Canadian videos in one day? And you also said that you'd be doing that Washington Post Trevor Bauer story. Yeah, but this is a little bit more time sensitive. And the longer the Trevor Bauer stuff goes on, we can at least separate it out so everybody knows what's going on there. And then probably tomorrow, depending on everything that goes on, I'll be talking about that tomorrow. Oh, hopefully, because it's been like the past 72 hours has been fairly news dense, and I wanted to cover this while it is still relevant, okay? This is the Rolling Thunder Convoy, which was set to go down to Ottawa, and they did, and there was a few thousand people there, and I don't know why you'd continue to do this, because you know that you're going into enemy territory at the nation's capital, which is fucking bonkers to begin with. And yeah, no, anything bad that would happen, okay? Any excess noise, okay, any broken bottles on the ground, any fucking bag of chips that could be seen floating through the air would get blamed on the convoy and result in mass arrests. Which, surprise, anyways, Rolling Thunder Convoy Day 1, okay, this started Friday and then ran through Sunday, and it kind of ended how you'd expect it to. Motorbikes, a march, riot police, and arrests. Of course, police and riot gear made several arrests on April 29th as the Rolling Thunder biker convoy converged at the nation's capital calling for freedoms, while others coming to Parliament Hill on foot to show support. Waving Canadian and Quebec flags, around 1,000 protesters marched along Wellington Street. That's the street right in front of the Parliament building. It's nice to see that little fucking goofy dork who's trying to lead the Conservative Party came out there to help them. Again, no Conservative MPs came out to fucking speak with these protesters that are there. It's just an unbelievable country. Jesus. I'm still planning my escape. Anyways, yeah. East towards CF Rideau Center while chanting freedom amid a heavy police presence. Terry Callahan, a former trucker, said that he joined the protest because he believes the Charter of Rights and Freedoms is being undermined. Yeah, it is. But what can you do about it? Because the guys in charge don't give a fuck about it. Oh, but they're just announcing that, yeah, we're going to investigate it so how we can enforce it better. That was the first video of the day. I'm here to continue with a group of Canadians who believe that this Constitution and the Charter are not being applied to in this country. And I'm here with a group to voice our freedoms and let it be known that we are not in agreement with what the government is doing, he said. Meanwhile, bikers gathered at different locations, including the parking lot of St. Lawrence Shopping Center, to prepare for their main event on Saturday morning. Hundreds of motorcycles are expected to participate, which they did, and you can see some pictures right here, but this is specifically talking about Friday. Ottawa Police Services have barricaded the downtown core to prevent the motorcycle convoy from going to that area, which, oh my god, the truckers were causing such problems in the downtown core, even though I'll just repeat for posterity's sake, always left a lane open for traffic, and they never blocked off any road except for Wellington, which is the designated protest area. So, yeah, exactly. Police said due to the public safety concerns, no vehicles will be permitted inside the motor vehicle exclusion zone. Right, you have a right to peacefully protest and peacefully assembly, and peaceful assembly, just wherever we tell you to, okay? And then for as long as we tell you to, until it's time to go home. Throughout the protest, police and riot gear were seen making several arrests and issuing tickets to protest vehicles. Why exactly? Police were also shown pushing protesters back throughout the evening. The OPS said in a tweet that officers were deployed with helmets and shields for their protection to clear the crowds at Rideau and Sussex due to an escalation of crowd aggression. I'm sure they were very, very aggressive. It wasn't just people just out there waving flags, chanting freedom, just walking. Again, I knew that this was going on. I just didn't see anybody lashing out irrationally. Police said 7 people were arrested and 24 vehicles were towed on the first day of protest. Freedom of speech in Canada is fucking dead. Police also broke the windows of at least one truck. Great, good. So there were riotous behaviors enacted by the police. Yes, back the blue indeed, right? You can see all the pictures that are there. It's like, look at how many people showed up. It's just really, again, it just looks like what it did in February. Christ, it's been that long already. No, yeah, it's just, again, people, it's like, the small fringe minority, we like freedom. Now, boys, time to go in. It's time to start enforcing some compliance and start cracking some fucking domes. Rolling Thunder organizer Neil Sheard, who I'm sure is probably arrested by now, says the goal of the event is to pay homage to the veterans by driving around and saluting the National War Memorial, but the route designated by the city won't allow it. Can't even go to the War Memorial. Oh, God. This fucking country, dude. Another group planning the event this weekend will hold a ceremony at the War Memorial on Saturday morning. And that's a good place to transition over because, yeah, the police, you know, the ones in riot gear, they ended up escalating the situation because, of course, they would. Because it's all about compliance. It's not about freedom. It's not about voicing your opinion. The true north, strong and free. The true north, you get shown our strength because the liberal government doesn't give a fuck about you. It's so egregious that they even refer to themselves as liberals, even as bastardized as that term has become in the Western world. But they're trying to lump on, oh my God, there was hate-motivated graffiti on a church. It's like, that's not the MO of these freedom protesters. What are you trying to do here? The majority of participants of the Rolling Thunder motorcycle convoy ended their protest in Ottawa by the afternoon yesterday, May 1st, while the police continued to investigate an act of vandalism at a church. Especially at a church, like it doesn't make fucking sense, where they attended a Sunday service that morning, the last scheduled day of their demonstration at the nation's capital. Police are investigating an incident of hate-motivated mischief at a religious institution located at the 100 block of Carillon. It's French, it could go either way. Street that was reported to us just before 7 a.m. this morning, the Ottawa police said via a Twitter post, referring to the capital city Bikers Church in Vanier, a neighborhood a few kilometers east of downtown Ottawa. And we'll just show the picture there. Now, what side of this protest do you think constantly uses the word fascism? Do you think that that's in the vocabulary of the truckers? No. If they were to do any sort of graffiti, A, for one, it wouldn't be on a church because they have great respect for it. B, it wouldn't be on the so-called bikers church because it's supposed to be a motorcycle protest. Like, what the fuck? And then C, any sort of, the sort of dictatorial language that the Freedom Convoy, the Rolling Thunder convoy side uses would be a tyrant for Trudeau. Okay, they're very alliterative. Okay, they like to keep it simple. But then you have the other side of this. Okay, the people who will unironically wear masks outside with their very corporate-looking protest signs. They're the ones that scream literally anything that they don't like is fascism. So, yeah, just pay attention to the headlines that are going to be spun about this Rolling Thunder convoy. Oh my God, they just came to Ottawa and then churches were graffitied. It's terrible. Sorry, instances of vandalism will probably be the term of the day, I can imagine. Anyways, yeah, the words of no haven for fascism were painted on the exterior wall of the church. Interesting. Very interesting. The service at Capital City Bikers Church began at 10:30 a.m. and ended soon after 12 p.m. The church was filled full to capacity, according to Live from the Shed, a Twitter account linked to Rolling Thunder event organizers. I think they were live streaming the Freedom Convoy in February as well. I remember seeing the name. A live stream of the pastor's sermon was provided online. Yeah, there, see. Muriel Bartley, a biker convoy supporter who was at the church service, told the Epoch Times that the vandalism has harmed the community and is counter to what Rolling Thunder event hopes to bring. Don't you fucking dare try to lump that in and fucking put it on the bikers at all. Deception that, has created confusion, has created hate, has created division, and that's not what this event is about. We offer love and hope to everyone. Shut up, bitch. We don't hate to anyone. We're not fascist. We just want to end the mandates. I want the government to stop its overreach. Stephanie Crowley, what did you guys just only talk to broads? I don't get it. Who comes from a family of veterans, said she joined the event to support the veterans who believes they have not received enough support from the government. Well, zero's probably not enough, but what else do you expect? They're all chicken shit flip-floppers that'll just go wherever the fucking wind blows. Don't expect any help from the conservative government. Are all a bunch of fucking weak-kneed sissies. I just think what... I just think that whatever you believe one way or another, every veteran needs support and deserves support. At the end of the day, they paid with blood, sweat, and tears for the freedoms that we enjoy here in the country. Yeah, yup. I have a lot of veterans in my family, okay, of recent conflicts and historical conflicts as well, and they were the ones, specifically the ones of the historical conflicts, that actually went and fought the guys that would be referenced right here, the quote-unquote fascists, but the idiot, whoever fucking wrote that, probably some asshole with fucking pink hair, doesn't realize the irony, the fact that they're trying to stand some fucking idiot who's imposing those fascistic tendencies on the population, meanwhile calling anybody that they don't like literally Hitler. Unbelievable type of people. But yes, this will probably be the end of Canadian content, at least for a little while, because it just makes me so fucking passionately depressed. Because this country used to just be cool and just used to be, just kind of under the radar, just a lingering sense of mediocrity that just permeated the nation. Now it's just a dystopian hellhole where freedoms are just more like suggestions, really. So yeah, we'll just try to keep the updates few and far between because, hey, if you just want one, just always think things are probably getting worse, and it's just a nice bellwether to check to see for the rest of the world. All of the worst policies get gestated in Canada and then disseminated throughout. So with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.